Hey everybody, it's me. Had to redo this video because in my original version I realized that down there in the bar on the computer, the bottom of the screen, I had some visible passwords that I did not want on a YouTube video. Um, anyway, I wanted to discuss what's going to happen with this channel based on the current situation with YouTube with the COPPA going on. I'm going to start this video. I ended my last video saying this, so I'm going to start this video with saying it. I want to make it perfectly clear. I think the idea behind COPPA is not necessarily a bad one. Yes, children should not be exposed to language, nudity, or sexual exploitation online. I do not condone that in any way, shape, or form. I do not condone inappropriate conduct, dialogues, or videos or pictures with minors. So the principle behind all this is actually admirable in a way, but unfortunately the execution, as usual, is going to be a train wreck. It is not going to be done the way it should be done. It all boils down to parental responsibility. Parents need to take control and be responsible for what their kids watch and what they do. We have too many children who at age 6 have cell phones with full internet access. They have social media accounts. They have this, they have that. They're texting and sexting their friends, and the parents have no clue what's going on. As a parent, you need to be responsible. You need to set up your kids' phones, or better yet, don't get them a phone until they're at least 16 or 17 years old and old enough to be responsible. If you do get them a phone at a younger age, don't get a smartphone. Don't get one with the browser or any other features that would allow your kids to engage or be exposed to inappropriate conduct. Obviously a parent can't be with their child 24/7. So therefore, you need to use some common sense. If you're going to give your kid a phone, give them a phone that just does phone calls, so that they can call you if they need an emergency. You can call them if there's an emergency. They don't need Facebook. They don't need YouTube. They don't need any of the social media platforms on their phone if they are a minor. They need to just have a phone to be able to call somebody. Okay, so that's the end of that rant. But as for the future of this channel, as some of you may know, and if I scroll down on my channel here a little bit, you can see that my last video was the Goodbye Ninja Boy video from over 8 months ago now. I've been struggling with a couple things with this channel, one of which is what to name it now that the Ninja's gone. The Ninja is gone. Motorcycling is, I won't say it's out of my life. I hope to eventually acquire another street bike and another dirt bike and get back into riding motorcycles again, because it's one of the few things that I love and one of the few things that's kept me alive and kept me from committing suicide on more than one occasion. However, I don't know when that's going to happen. And this particular channel, as far as content is concerned, I want to post more AMDX videos, but no thanks to the copyright Nazis who have already hit one of my videos. To be fair, they allowed the video to remain with the audio, but they have reserved the right, of course, to put their own ads on it and gain the revenue from it, whereas I won't get anything from it if this channel ever becomes monetized. I had no plans on monetizing this channel, but it would be nice if I had that option. But now, between COPPA and the copyright Nazis, the option of monetizing my channel seems almost impossible, because whatever content I post, no matter what, there's always there's some crackpot out there who's going to say, oh, well, I see a child in the background of that video. I don't know if they had consent to film them, and so on and so forth. So you guys, this is real. You got to be aware of this with your content. Make sure you do not show children in any way, shape, or form in your video, unless it's your own kids and you're doing it specifically for the purpose of highlighting something cute they did. Even then, be very careful with what you video and what you show, because there are people who have like nothing better than to stir up trouble, and they will flag your video even if it's your own kid. So YouTube is going down faster than the Titanic. This situation has been escalating more and more, and I don't see a future on YouTube whatsoever. I don't know if I'm going to do any more videos at this point other than this one. This may very well be my final video, as many other members I've seen have posted. I'm looking for an alternative platform that may end up being my own private website, where I can post the videos that I feel. I can do videos that more or less whatever I want to do. Not that I would ever do anything so hardcore inappropriate that it would be an issue. I don't I'm not talking about posting pornography or anything like that, but I'm just saying that I want the freedom to be able, if I want to post an AMDX video and I want to have you be able to listen to more than 5 seconds of the station, so we can help identify where it's coming from and not worry about the copyright Nazis muting my audio or blocking the video in your country or deleting it altogether because they feel that somebody somewhere is going to find that 5 seconds of AM static laden music, something they absolutely positively have to have and pirate. I've worked in the film industry for many years, and film piracy was always a big issue. And the problem that is happening with YouTube, with this music video, with this music copyright stuff, and the showing clips from TV shows and so forth, is they don't realize the copyright holders, the record companies, in their infinite greed, do not realize that let's say somebody listens to one of my, the AMDX videos. Well, of course, the song that's on my AMDX video is well known by a well-known band, so it's not like people are going to be like, who is that? But let's say I do catch some obscure station, maybe a pirate station that's playing songs, it's playing some independent band's music, and it has happened before to other subscribers of mine where they posted independent music, stuff that they've created or that their local band has created. And the record companies don't own it. They never have owned it. They never will own it. And yet they claim a copyright on it. This has happened. It's real. And they fought and they go through all kinds of effort to do this. So I would love to hear in the comments, is there anybody out there who would absolutely have to have a copy of a song that I am receiving from an AM station over 1,000 miles away, full of fade, full of whistling, full of static, basically, in other words, unlistenable to the normal person? Where in the world do these fucking record companies think that is a copyright risk? That is a violation of copyright. Who is going to buy it? Who's going to want to monetize it? This is how stupid this whole situation has gotten. And I look at some of the folks in my subscribers list and so forth who have posted older videos with music on it. I mean, some that goes back many, many years. There's one subscriber in particular who has posted a comment. He was, I hope he doesn't mind being called out here. It was V West Life. He did a review of a Sony Walkman. And there was a clip of music that he played on that Walkman through that tiny little mono speaker. He has a whole video about this on his channel. If I can, I'll try to go ahead and link to it. Of course, that'll probably get my video shut down, posting a link to his channel with his video. But anyway, he wondered the same things. It's like, who was going to buy this stuff? And why would the manufacturer, and it's the one that begins with an S and ends with Oni, why would that record company give a rat's ass when he's not only promoting their product, the Walkman, but also music produced by their company? This is how insane this whole situation has gotten. They're so obsessed with going after the little guys who just want to have some fun, make some cool videos and post them publicly so other people can enjoy them. And yet they're going to nail you with copyright violations, And if you persist, of course, you get the cease and desist orders. You could get sued. You could get paid fines. Of course, the COPPA thing now is huge. $42,000 fine per video. Come on. I don't know who the hell's thinking of that, but, it's just another example of people being out of control. So basically, what I'm saying, I guess the upshot of all this is that this channel is probably going to go away by the first of the year. If anyone is interested in staying in touch with me and in the future finding out about what my plans are for a private website for video hosting, because all these videos that are on my channel will soon disappear. I will either make them all private on this channel and see if I can keep the channel alive that way without getting COPPA or copyright hits, or I'll just delete everything, delete this whole channel, or keep the channel with no content so I can enjoy you other guys, some of your content as well. But let me know in the comments what you think. If you wish to get a hold of me, either use the discussion tab on my channel, or you can go to the About tab, and in the lower left-hand corner, of course, there's the details thing where you can click on the button and discover my email address, and you can email me directly if you'd like to talk privately without YouTube censorship and monitoring on anything we say or do. that is entirely up to you. But again, just be aware that this channel is probably going to disappear after the first of the year the way this is going. Well, this has gone on for 10 minutes, over 10 minutes. Gee, I can monetize this maybe. Yeah, right. But if you have any comments, I'd love to hear them. I'd love to hear your comments on the whole situation and where YouTube's going and whether or not you plan on staying on YouTube. And again, if you want to contact me about anything, either the future of videos that I'm going to do, or if I do any, or if I end up going ahead and finding a private website hosting that would allow me to post content without interference from outside outside bots and monitoring and copyright Nazis telling me what I can and cannot post. You know, as one of my other subscribers just recently posted on one of his videos about this whole COPPA thing, FTC, you can kiss my ass, because you know what? You know, that's not your decision. That's not your job to nanny this country. The parents need to take control, monitor their kids, not the government. Anyway, well, this may be my last video ever. And also, by the way, if by some miracle I keep this channel alive, if you have any suggestions as to an alternative name, Ninja Boy and the Old Man needs to go away since it's no longer applicable. I'm primarily going to be focused on, if I do continue, it'll be AMDX videos. It might be some, you know, film projection videos that I stumble across, or whatever. You know, you can see my playlist for some examples of some of this stuff. But yeah, I'd be open for any suggestions you may have for a new channel name. Anyway, you guys have a good one, and hopefully we'll all be around after the first of the year. But the way things are going, it's looking pretty grim.